It's kind of amazing how things can affect you, isn't it? How you're on this train going in the direction that you would like to go in, and then you just get derailed, and then you're on literally this train to oblivion. That's what it feels like. It's weird. We have a little baby unicorn though, so that's something. Paleo joke. Why did the bard perform on a ladder? No. Why did he perform on a ladder? He wanted to hit the high. Oh my life. Really? That's the kind of joke that'll get me banned on Twitch, you know. It's like, Mark, I'm sorry. We can allow many things to slip through on our platform, but jokes of that caliber are just not needed. I actually went to my junk folder the other day for my email address that's attached to obviously my streaming stuff, and I must have 400 different offers from people to recommend their stuff for money. What do they call that? I don't remember what they call that now. Sponsorship deals. There you go. Yeah, I didn't, and I can't do any of them. But that's all right. It is what it is. But it was nice, the fact that, you know, they send me this sort of stuff, because it just, maybe it's just because I hit a certain amount of followers or people watch my videos a certain amount of times. But it's just nice, you know. I never used to get them, but now I get them all the time, which is bizarre. My garage video really kind of hit off the other day. I got almost, was it 250, 300 views, something like that. I was really impressed with that. I do miss that game. Yeah. It just seems wrong of me to not do the unicorn's horn. So at the moment it's a horse, right? Let's do that. Let's do that quickly. Let's see now we've just gone from a horse to a unicorn. That actually looks a lot better than what I thought it was going to. I'm pleasantly surprised at that. Right, let's have a go at these down here. 6. Any more sixes around here? Doesn't look like it. My plan is to try and get over here before I end the stream. We'll just have to see how that goes, I guess. I kind of want to just do from here, so we're going to go. What did I pick? Number 7. So it's there. 7. Yeah. Woo! What's up? Why are you wooting? Come on. Yeah. About to make 20k in Paleo in one batch of selling stuff. Well, I put in Discord the other night. Would anybody like to join me and my wife to do like a cake baking thing? And then I actually forgot to go back and check, but so we just carried on and did it because it's just complete absent-mindedness. And I made about 20, well, we both made about 25k from the cooking party that we did. Those cooking parties are no joke for making money, I can tell you. And it was slightly more fun that way because we were kind of, me and my daughter-in-law and my missus were kind of all doing it together, which was just really nice. And we were all having a laugh in there and cooking, and it was a very weird but really pleasant experience. I need to play Paleo more, but I mean, when I actually do flick it on and play it, I'm going to be much further on than what it kind of says on YouTube that I am. But I'm pretty sure I could just put a few weeks later, because I think a lot of people know what the grind's like, you know. I'm pushing towards blueberries. I need to level up gardening fast. Yeah, my missus has got blueberries and an apple tree and all of the other stuff. Yeah, she's basically on it every day. Do you remember me telling you that she's got a lump on her arm and she had to go and have a scan? I don't know if you remember. Yeah, well, she had. I forgot to tell you all. She had the scan not yesterday, the day before, and it come back that she's just got scar tissue from a broken arm. And then she said to the guy, "I've never broken my arm." Then the turned said to her, "You must have a really high tolerance for pain, because you definitely broke your arm, all right? And this is the scar tissue from it. So I don't know what to tell you." Which is weird. But we were just obviously incredibly pleased the fact that it wasn't anything nefarious. Yeah. But yeah, how do you break your arm and not know it? I've got to be honest, in all my years of being on the planet, I've never known anyone to have broken something and not known it. I mean, I broke my arm 6 times. Trust me, I knew every bloody time when I did it. You know. But that's my missus for you, tough as old boots. All right, buddy, no worries. Yeah. There. Is that all of that one done? I think it is. It does go on from there, but I kind of need to get over this side a bit before I do that. So I don't want to keep putting my hand in the paint, as I'm constantly moaning about. 9, great. Okay, I'm going to go at that bit there. There's a lot of paint on that. Music seems to have stopped rather abruptly. Will we playing anymore? Give me a second here, just make sure that it's. Oh, there we go. There. There. And then that bit there. Right, any more number 9s? There's one down there, but there's one there. Should be able to get away with that one with just what's on the brush. Kind of. There we go. What is next? 4. Yeah, we'll do number 4 next. Because it's such a big bit, it will look like I've actually done something, as I keep saying. If you ever run across these videos and you think to yourself, oh, I wish I could do that, don't be afraid to try it yourself. I'm a complete novice. I can't paint to save my life. I can't draw. But I can do this. It's kind of nice having something you can hang in your house that you created instead of going and buying stuff. So you just look back at it and you go, I did that. Especially if somebody comes around and they're like, I like your picture. Yeah, thank you, I did that. Not really. Number 4 there. Right, okay. Let's get started on this bit here. Doesn't help doing this on a really warm day with the fan on, because it's like no sooner do you put the paint on the canvas. I'll stop calling it paper, it's canvas. It just like instantly dries. And I was looking into buying a paint retarder, which I might actually do soon, because it's not particularly expensive for the retarder. So if it helps, it helps. I mean, if I was just only ever going to do one of these and never another one, I'd never buy any of this stuff. I'd just do what come with the kit. And before I used this flow agent, I did just use water, just drips of water in it. It seemed to do the trick. People turn around and say, oh no, don't do that, you'll crack the paint and stuff. Well, I've got a painting I did years ago now, and it still looks as good as the day I first did it. And there was a lot of water that went in them paints, I can assure you. Number 5. Perfect. And that there, had to give Pitbull Junior's cold medicine and let the doggy outside. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Me, I'm just steaming on. Trying to get a victory out of the day. No matter how small. And there. Okay, I've got the 20k. Now I get to drop 25k on bigger storage bins. Ah, yeah, they're the big one. Yeah. I've literally just bought the 5k upgraded backpack. That was the last thing I got in Palia. But what did you think of Starfield, by the way, Pitbull? I did ask you earlier on, but you obviously weren't around. Or you answered and I don't remember. Either way. Yeah. Yeah. This was definitely a healthy big bit of blue. Yeah. The part I did see looked a lot like No Man's Sky and seemed a bit slow paced to me. Yeah, I mean, I think the only distinction between, from what I've played so far, between um, Starfield and No Man's Sky is that it's set in space. Other than that, it bears no real resemblance to No Man's Sky at all. No Man's Sky is definitely a more exploration focused game, whereas Starfield seems to be like a very linear story driven game with exploration kind of popped in on the side of the plate. It's more of your side dish than the main course. To me, it just feels like a Fallout game in space. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it was like, to me, from all the guff and whatever else that was put up about it when it was first coming out, the game doesn't seem to be what they actually said it was going to be. At least this is just, like I say, this is just my opinion. And I'm prepared to be wrong. Maybe I'll have to take another look. Yeah. Well, feel free. My videos are on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. I came to the conclusion the other day, like, there's no point in trying to mention, like, could you please click the like button? Because until YouTube actually make it to where, that somebody actually gets something out of clicking the like button, it's never going to happen. I mean, it happens for some people, but you kind of got a question to yourself these days, how many of these are real likes? Like, I was on Linus Tech Tips YouTube the other day, and I disliked a video, and I disliked it because of their company practices and stuff, and their video I didn't believe was in good taste. And then I went on my missus's phone, and on my YouTube, it registered the fact that I downvoted the video, right? And then I went on her phone, and it didn't say that there were any dislikes on it. So I was like, okay. So then I went on my other boy's phone, and then I actually liked it on his one, right? And then my missus refreshed her page and it showed the new like. So read into that what you will. Yeah. You know, I think I think unless you're incredibly lucky, right, to hit upon that video to get noticed, I don't think that anybody should be doing this as a way to try and, you know, become famous. Because I truly believe that the cards, just like in many things in life, are definitely stacked against you. Now, you could take that as I'm just being negative today because today's not a very good day. However, I would tell you the same thing if I was having a great day. Which is why I constantly keep saying, and I mean it, I do this as a hobby. I do this for fun. And if I get somewhere with it, great. And if I don't, I'm still having a laugh doing it. It's keeping me entertained. And I've met some really nice people, which I will stay in contact with and play games with long after if I decide not to do this no more. And for that, I am truly grateful. But it's like that kid, I forget his name now, the one who's in my Discord, Pitbull, the one who's constant, I think he's Goose in there now, saying that how much he wants to give up and he's fed up and he spends all these hours on these videos and he only gets a couple of views. You know, it's like I keep trying to say to him, you know, if you're trying to do this to get rich and to become famous and whatever else, you need to stop, because if it happens, it happens. I think because people see that, you know, Twitch and YouTube and stuff, they're accessible to everybody. Everybody kind of feels like they have the same chance as everyone else to make it big as these bigger streamers. But I just don't believe you do. I almost feel like sometimes it's somebody has a hat and they're like, okay, give us the names of the people that you think might be good. And then they all go in this hat and then someone just pulls the number out. Boom. You know, it's your turn next. I really like coming in here and doing paint by numbers when I'm not having a good day, because it means I can also sit here and just moan and talk if I have to, or I want to, you know. And it's